This is another blessed day on our facilitation series. We are facilitating ISL142 interreligious dialogue, Islam and interreligious dialogue. I want to believe that you learned a lot from our last lesson. If that is the case, today is another day, and as usual, you are going to enjoy every bit of our discussion today. My name is Professor Mustafa Adejoro Rahim, and I welcome you to today's exercise. Get prepared and be ready to learn. You are welcome. Okay, this is ISL142, and we are on week 2, facilitation for week 2. So let's move forward. At the end of today's lesson, we expect you to be able to discuss the Islamic method of interreligious dialogue, or what is required to engage in interreligious dialogue according to Islamic teaching. Then you should also be able to talk about all this: proselytization, overzealousness or bigotry, holier than thou attitude. All these things happen in the process of interreligious dialogue. So we want you to be able to discuss on all of this. So relationship with Christians, where there are some things that should be noted as a Muslim when you are engaging in interreligious dialogue with other people. Number one, attitudinal. It has to do with attitude, your attitude. Muslims are orientated to develop positive attitude towards people of other religions. When you want to engage other peoples of other religion or people of other religions in a religious dialogue, excuse me, or interreligious dialogue, your attitude must be positive. You must develop a positive attitude towards them. You shouldn't look at them with negative attitude at all. So then secondly, the language that you use. If you look at the Quran does not call Christians kafir or mushrik, but he refers to them as Ahlul Kitab, that is people of the book, that is those that have been given a divine book or divine books previously. So that is the word of respect with which the Quran describes the Christians. So you as a Muslim, if you want to engage them in interreligious dialogue, you should be polite with them. You should not use a derogatory word to describe them, so that they will respect your opinion. Then interpersonal relationship. Islam encourages involvement of cordial relationship between Muslims and people of other religions. So whoever you are living with, people of other religion, in your relationship with them, you have to cultivate a good habit. You have to maintain good cordial relationship between you as a Muslim and people of other religion. It is only then that we will respect your view. You too, you should respect their own views too. So taking Christians as friends, the Quran declares that the Christians are kindly inclined towards the Muslims, as they have affinity and soft spot for Muslims, and that some of them even shed tears when Allah is mentioned. If you go to Quran chapter 5 verse 82, you see it is described there that the Christians, so those who are closer to Muslims in faith are the Christians, because some of them, when they listen to the word of God in the Quran, they reflect in it. So they have sympathy for the word of God as contained in the Quran. So God now refer to them or describe them as people who are very close to the Muslims in faith and in behavior. So we too, we should accord them that dignity too. They say things like that is reciprocal. So when the attitude towards you, when it is good, you should also be good to them. Then Quranic basis for interreligious dialogue. In Islam, talking to Christians is a serious business. It is divinely instituted. If you go to the Quran, chapter 16, verse 125, you will read it there. God says, Idi'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmati wal mau'izati hasan wa shawirihum billati hiya hasan. That is, you should call, you invite people to the way of your Lord with wisdom and good sermon, good admonition. And you should engage them in dialogue in the best way. So if you go to Quran chapter 16, verse 25, you see it there. Then let us now see some behavior, some attitudes of some people that are engaged in interreligious dialogue. Then the first one to be considered is proselytization. What is proselytization? When you are trying to persuade a person to accept your view on an issue, you are proselytizing. You see, when you are engaging some people, you are explaining your own view to some people, and you want them to listen to reason along with you. So you are proselytizing. That is what we mean by proselytization. Then when you are showing the beauty of your religion to another person for him or her to appreciate and eventually embrace it, proselytization is taking place. So as quoted in the Quran that we mentioned the other time, you should engage people in the best way. So you are now explaining to them, you are showing them the beauty of your own religion. So in order for them to see reason, probably to embrace your view. So you are proselytizing by doing that. Proselytization is what Muslims call dawah, and Christians call it evangelization. You see some people, they engage in dawah activities, while the Christians engage in evangelization. Then another thing to be looked at is overzealousness or bigotry in the process of evangelization. So doing the dawah, you can not be more Christian than Pope. So this is a common saying that is very popular. This is a popular statement made to tease a Christian devotee who exhibits an exceeding enthusiasm about his faith. If somebody is too committed to his faith, so if it is a Christian, they refer to him or her as they will say, you are more Christian than the Pope, because they believe that the best person, the most faithful among the Christians is the Pope. So if you want to claim to be more religious or more Christian than the Pope, they will tell you that no, you are going too far. Then the same joke applies to a Muslim who demonstrates an exaggerated religiosity in whatever manner. You see some people too, they want to be all in all. They will claim to be all knowing, and it is not so. So overzealousness is a kind of hyper religious behavioral pattern which is displayed by any faithful, be you Christian or Muslim. So this is a situation when the love of one's faith exceeds its knowledge. So anybody whose faith, the love for his faith exceeds or it goes beyond his knowledge about that faith, they will say that person is claiming to be too known. Then holier than thou attitude, that is another attitude which is bad. This is a situation whereby a faithful, that is somebody who claims to be a religious person, proclaims that he or she knows it all. So when he is arguing, he will not listen to any other person, claiming that he is the best, he knows everything, and it's not supposed to be so in dialoguing. In matters of religious practice, he or she demands that people should take it from him or her. He wouldn't want to listen to opinion of any other person in the matter of religion. It is not so. Nobody knows it all. It is a display of religious arrogance. That is arrogance. This mainly manifests in the conduct and utterances of preachers who consider themselves more knowledgeable in tenets of religion than others. So anybody you see that claims to be more knowledgeable than others when we talk of religion, so is an ignorant person. So, and that attitude is not welcome in interreligious dialogue. So today you have seen what we have discussed. Islamic method of interreligious dialogue has been discussed, and some other attitudes which are bad for interreligious dialogue or dialoguing, like proselytization, like overzealousness or bigotry, holier than thou attitude in dialoguing have been discussed. So I believe if you read through your course material, you will see more of all this, and you can read more from other Islamic literature books. Thank you for listening.